Christmas Around the World by Emily Kelley. Christmas is the celebration of the birth of Jesus Christ almost 2,000 years ago. A carpenter named Joseph and his wife Mary lived in Nazareth, a town in Palestine. Mary was about to have a child. Christians believed that an angel would come to Mary and told her she'd give birth to the Son of God. At that time, Palestine was ruled by the Romans. Their emperor had ordered that a list called a census be made of everyone in the Roman Empire. So Mary and Joseph had to go to Bethlehem to add their names to the census. When they arrived in the town, there was no room for them inside the inn, but one innkeeper allowed them to stay in the stable where Mary gave birth to her son Jesus. They made a bed for him in the animal's manger. Many shepherds came to see Jesus in the stable. They said the angels in the sky had sung to them about the special baby. From far away, 3 wise men came to give him gifts. Today, Christians around the world celebrate Christmas every December 25th. In this book, you'll read about some of the world's most heartwarming Christmas customs. Some of these customs are ancient, others are much newer. From country to country, people celebrate Christmas in many different ways. But one thing is certain: Christmas warmth and joy are the same for Christians everywhere. In Mexico, Christmas is called Navidad. The main celebration is Posados, which means inns. For 9 nights, friends gather together for a parade. They carry small figures of baby Jesus, Mary, and Joseph. They carry lighted candles and they sing Christmas carols. Each night, one man pretends to be Joseph. He knocks on a house door, and the house stands for a Bethlehem inn, or posada. "Can Mary rest here?" he asks. "No," he's told. "The inn is full." After being turned away, everyone is asked in for a party. Posadas ends on Christmas Eve. When Joseph knocks on the door, he's told there's room only in the stable. Everyone comes inside right away. They sing songs and say prayers. The figure of baby Jesus is put in a manger. Then bells ring and whistles toot. There's a big happy party, and afterward, everyone goes to church. Each night of Posadas, children play the piñata game. A piñata is a jug. It is often made in the shape of an animal. One piñata is filled with water. Another is filled with confetti. The best one is filled with toys, candy, fruit, and gifts. Now the piñatas are hung above the children's heads. One child is blindfolded, given a stick, and twirled around. He swings with his stick. 2 misses, then whack. He hits the piñata with water in it. Everyone gets splashed. Each child takes a turn until the good piñata is broken. Then everyone dives for the toys and sweets. Iran is where the 3 wise men lived when Jesus was born. It was called Persia back then. When they heard of Jesus' birth, they started out for Palestine. They carried gifts for Jesus. A bright star rose in the sky. It led them to Bethlehem, where they found Jesus in a manger. Today is Christmas in Iran. Today, Christians in Iran call Christmas Little Feast. They begin a fast on December 1st. They eat no meat, no eggs, milk, or cheese. It is a time for peace and prayer. Little Feast begins after church on December 25th. A favorite dish called harissa is eaten. It is a chicken stew. People in Iran do not give gifts on Christmas Day. But children always get new clothes. They wear them proudly at Christmas time. In China, Christmas brings a special glow. The Christians light their houses with beautiful paper lanterns. Their Christmas trees are called trees of light. They are decorated with paper chains, paper flowers, and paper lanterns. Santa Claus visits China too. It's called Duin Chula Orun. Children hang up muslin stockings, and they hope that Dwyn Chula Orun will come and fill them with presents. In Sweden, Christmas time begins on December 13th. This is St. Lucia's Day. St. Lucia was a brave young woman who lived in the 4th century. Many people then didn't like Christians, so the Christians had to hide in dark tunnels. St. Lucia carried food to them every night, and she wore candles on her head to light the way. On St. Lucia Day, Swedes celebrate the Festival of Light. Long before sunrise, the oldest girl in the family dresses in all white. She puts an evergreen wreath with 7 lighted candles on her head, and she carries coffee, buns to her family in their rooms. On Christmas Eve, the family has a special dinner. They usually eat ham and fish. Then everyone opens their gifts. On Christmas Day, they will go to church and relax afterwards. In Iraq, Christians celebrate Christmas in a special way. On Christmas Eve, the family gathers together. One of the children reads about the birth of Jesus. Others in the family hold lighted candles. After the reading, a bonfire made of thorn bushes is lit in the yard. It means good luck for the coming year. If the thorn burns to ashes, everyone sings while the fire burns. When the fire dies, everyone jumps over the ashes 3 times, and each person makes a wish. On Christmas Day, another bonfire is lit. This one is in the churchyard. Then the church service begins. The bishop comes in, and he carries a figure of the baby Jesus on a red pillow. After the service, the bishop blesses one person with a touch. That person then touches the person next to him or her. Everyone touches the next person in turn. Finally, everyone has felt the touch of peace on Christmas Day. In Spain, most people go to church on Christmas morning. They spend the rest of the day with family and friends. On Christmas night, one country custom in Spain goes like this. Many people go to the village square. Here, they find the urn of fate. Everyone writes his or her name on a slip of paper. The papers are put into the urn. Then someone draws the names out, 2 at a time. Each pair will be best friends for the coming year. One very old Spanish custom is still celebrated in Cadiz, Spain. It is called swinging in the sun. Swings are set up in the center of town. The children of Cadiz takes turns swinging, seeing who can swing the highest. They then try to lead the sun farther north so that winter will change into spring. Twelfth Night is very important to many people in Spain. Twelfth Night is on January 6, 12 nights after Christmas. It was 12 nights after Jesus was born that the wise men first visited him. On this night, children put barley in their shoes, and then they put their shoes in doorways and on balconies. The barley is for the wise men's camels. In the morning, the barley is gone, and the wise men have left candy and gifts in its place. Many Christmas customs in Norway began long, long ago. One favorite custom starts at harvest time, late in the fall. The best wheat is saved. At Christmas time, it's put on poles made from tree branches. These make nice perches for the birds. A large circle of snow is cleared beneath each pole. Norwegians say that the birds dance in the circle between meals. This works up their appetites. Just before sunset on Christmas Eve, the head of the household checks on the wheat in the yard. If many sparrows are eating, it means a good year for growing crops. On Christmas Eve, the family has a big dinner. After dinner time, it is time for opening presents. Then, all the brooms in the house are hidden. Long ago, Norwegians thought that witches and naughty spirits came out on Christmas Eve. They didn't want the witches riding their brooms. The fire shovel and tongs are also hidden so that the naughty spirits can't play with them. Spruce logs are burned in the fireplace. The hot sparks will keep witches from flying down the chimney into the house. Lights are left on all night to keep evil spirits away. One bright light is lit in a window to welcome any Christmas travelers. On Christmas Day, many families go to church. They spend a quiet day together. This is a time for remembering. They remember the reason for Christmas, warmth and joy. They remember the birth of Jesus nearly 2,000 years ago. Other customs. Australia and New Zealand. Christmas comes in summertime in these countries. Families often celebrate by having a picnic at the beach. Denmark. The people of Denmark have their big Christmas meal at midnight on Christmas Eve. For dessert, they have special rice pudding with 1 almond in it. Whoever gets the almond will have good luck in the coming year. France. On Christmas, French children put their shoes in front of the fireplace. They hope that Père Noël, Father Christmas, will fill them with presents. Besides lights, tinsel, and ornaments, German families put spicy cakes called Lebkuchen on their Christmas trees. These tasty ornaments are made in many different shapes. The end.